coming through. And now you see Trey Wingard. And same thing with the receiver with Jackson. Now we saw it with Kyle Hobson. Before that, you saw Greg Kennis back in the day in the 90s, and Brian Rary back in my day putting up numbers. So it's been fun from my vantage point over the last 35 to 40 years, seeing the different numbers fall and go. And I'm sure we'll see some more come not tonight, maybe the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, a couple records could go down here in Brookville tonight. The Raiders won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. That means Trey Wingard and the offense will go to work to start. Interesting stat also, Coach Wingard has not won here at Brookville since this team has joined the District 9 League back in 2020. It's been a couple of good seasons for this Brookville Raiders in recent history. 2023, they were 9-3, 7-4, and 21 and 7-1 in 2020. So they have had the Beavers number here in recent years. DuBois looking to get a win here tonight. Offense will go to work first. London Duncan, Jackson Hansley back deep to receive. Both dangerous. Both have touchdowns on the season. Hayden Freeman set to kick off. And we are underway here in Brookville. It's a low liner. Going to bounce at the 20. It's going to be fielded cleanly by Hansley at the 15. Brings it left. Breaks a tackle. Still going. Trying to reverse his field. Still up. Cuts it back at the 30. Still going. Hansley breaks a tackle across the 35. Finally brought down at the 37. Dante Morey on the stop. 1st and 10 for Trey Wingard.
Nice returner by Jackson. Jackson does a good job. He's patient when he runs, sets up his blocks. You see there, and kind of bounced that back out of the crowd there and picked up some extra yards. So good field position to start here for the Beavers.
Yeah, I thought he was dead to rights, but made something out of nothing. So starting offense for the Beavers looking like Adam Druzak at center. To the right of him, we have Tyler Hansley and Cash Wolfgang. To the left, Ethan Buck, Noah Crawford. Both Hansleys lined up. To the right, Jackson Hansley comes in motion from right to left. They toss it to him coming left. He's got the first down a little more midfield, still going, and he's brought down around the 44-yard line of Brookville. Mark him right at the 45. Solid gain of 18 to start things for the Beavers. Fresh set of downs.
Yeah, it was a simple jet sweep toss there to Jackson. I think they've been trying to set that up all year. It was probably the best time we've run it all year. Some good blocking on their side by Nick Roman and Sammy Deeb on the outside receivers there.
Nick Roman, Sammy Deeb, Thatcher, and Jackson Hansley is your 4 starting receivers. London Duncan, sidecar left of Wingard as he flops over to the right. Here's a snap. Wingard back, 1st and 10. Looking, steps up, facing some pressure. He's got room to run and more. First down as he cuts it back, still going, and he's brought down by the shoestrings. That's Sam Krug with the stop. But a big gain. Wingard calling his own number.
Yeah, it was nice to see Trey. Every now he's been doing a lot more lately. He's been, pulling that ball down, just taking off. He doesn't see what he likes. And Trey, we talked about before. Trey's a big, strong, athletic kid, and there's plenty of green grass out there to run. He took advantage of that.
Might be the case here early. 6 DBs on the field defensively for Brookville. Wingard working 1st and 10. 2 receivers each side. Give it to Duncan off left side. He's still going. First down yardage and a little bit more across the 15. Turns his legs down to about the 13. And another fresh set of downs for the Beavers. 3 plays, 3 first downs.
Good start for the Beavers. Looks like a simple zone run to the left there for the Beavers. And London Duncan follows blockers. Get some good yardage there.
Beavers showing some tempo here early. They got trips to the right, 1st and 10 on the Raider 14. Duncan's the sidecar right of Wingard in the gun. Here's a snap. Once again, it's London off left side, and he's got a wide open hole and basically walks into the end zone for the DuBois Beaver touchdown. 14 yards out, London Duncan starts the scoring.
I think it was the exact same play they ran again. I think it was probably an outside zone to the left. Why not take advantage of something that just worked, and it did.
Nothing too fancy there by the Beavers. Offensive line doing a great job controlling things, marching down the field for the quick score. Just a minute 39 in to our ball game here in Brookville. Freshman Maddox Barnes on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. 10:20 run remaining. First quarter action. Your score, Beavers 7, Raiders 0. You're listening to DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beavers football is brought to you by the Greater DuBois Area Chamber of Commerce, serving 14 municipalities to make life better. Proud to support all of our local businesses and our area youth athletes, too. DuBois Drug and Wellness, your community, your health, your pharmacy. Proud to support the DuBois Beavers and People's Auto Body in Reynoldsville. Here for all your collision repair needs and accepts all insurances. It's DuBois High School football in Bigfoot Country. Let's go, Beavers!
London Duncan finds the end zone on the ground from 14 yards out. That gives London, let's see here, flip to my stats page, Chuck. Oops, I flipped one too far, my friend. Gives him his 4th rushing touchdown on the season.
Maddox
Barnes.
I would have thought he had more than that. I know he has a couple kickoff returns, so maybe.
Well, let's see here. Yeah, I believe so. 8 total touchdowns for London Duncan.
And I think he has a pick 6 as well on the defensive
9
side.
total touchdowns. Thank you, Chuck. So, yeah, London Duncan, just a sophomore. We'll be calling his names. Absolutely. Maddox Barnes, low squibber end over end, heading towards the sideline, and it will go out of bounds to aid the first drive start for the Brookville Raiders, Trenton Colgan and company.
Yeah, it's always something I don't think they planned to do there, kick that out of bounds. Maddox has had a pretty good leg here as a freshman for us. I think we're probably just trying to get something to that. Our left side, Brookville's right, but just went out of bounds there for them.
Yep, just didn't hit it clean. Maddox, the freshman, he's kicking a lot this year, handling all the JV duties as well. Really the only kicker we have on the roster, which is why he kicks for both on Friday nights and on Monday nights for our JV squad. So Raiders starting 1st and 10 on their own 35. 2 receivers each side in stack set. Colgan in the gun. Krug, sidecar left, leading rusher for the Raiders, joins them in the backfield. Here's the snap. They give it to Krug right up the gut, stacked up and bounces it out to the right where he finds some room to run. Wrestled down by Samson Deeb, trying to get the edge. Solid gain of about 5, though, on 1st down. Krug making something out of nothing there.
Yeah, you see Brookville that stack double doubles on both sides. Looks like an RPO look. Colgan probably has the option of throwing that quick screen either side or handing it off to Krug.
Yep, spreading out this DuBois defense, making them defend the whole field. 2 receivers, stack set once again on 2nd and 4. Beavers showing pressure here. Here's the snap. Going to quick screen out. Parker, he's got the sideline. 1st down and more, using his speed. And he's ripped out of bounds by Thatcher Hansley, who probably saved a touchdown. Parker Calgren.
That's exactly what Brookville did. A quick screen out there to Calgren. You got a nice
basically
block.
Called it.
Yeah, nice block by Morey there in front of him. Something that we run on our offense a lot. You see a lot of spread offense run these days. Brookville's very good at that, the speed they have on the outsides.
Yep, a lot of kids will make the mistake and want to cut that back here. Calgren did a great job of reading his block, just using his speed and outrunning Johnny Reed to the sideline. Thatcher Hansley did a great job there in pursuit. 1st and 10 on the Beaver 40. Trips to the right end, bunch set. Here's a snap. Krug's the man up the middle. He gets a solid push across the 40 down to the 37.
This could be interesting. On Brookville, like we said, they have a big front line there. You got the center, Connor Hansinger, right tackle Easton Roach, and the left tackle Josiah Balzar. They're 3 really big gentlemen up front there for them, and they're bigger than what we have on our defensive front. So could very well wear us down, or at least occupy that front line, and hopefully our linebackers can come up and fill.
That's what gives this group challenges. Everything you were just saying there. We got trio bunch to the right here. 2nd and 7. It's Krug up the middle again. Full head of steam. Near 1st down yardage. He'll be stopped short. Needed the 30. They'll mark the ball at the 32. 3rd down and 2 upcoming.
It almost looked like they ran what we kind of call a power counter. They pulled both that right guard and right tackle. One's kicking out that end. The other one's leading up through the hole and got a nice gain out of that.
Little tempo out of Brookville now. 2 receivers each side here. Try the hard count. Nobody jumps. Here we go. Looks like Calgren directing traffic. Changing the play. Here's the snap. It's Krug again. Up the middle. He's stacked up, but spins off a would-be tackler and got what he needed. Needed the 30, got to the 29 of DuBois, and that'll be a fresh set of downs for the Raiders. Clock working, near 8 minutes to go. First quarter action.
Yeah, Maddox Clark came off that right side for us. Nearly made that tackle at the end, but Krug's just too quick for him there.
Raiders looking to answer the Beavers' opening possession touchdown. Beavers lead 7-0 here, first quarter. 2 receivers each side. Going to throw it out screen. It's Freeman with his first touch of the game. He's got a blocker cut down by Jackson Hansley. Give him about 4 on first down.
There you go. Another quick screen to the right side. I tell you what, there's other receivers over there doing a good job occupying the corner on that side, giving the inside receivers catching that screen a little bit of space to run.
Yep, keeping the DuBois defense off balance, trying to get the run game going and taking what's there in the passing game. 2nd and 6. Trips to the left. Colgan, hands, Krug, right side, cuts back into a few DuBois defenders. Ball comes out late. They're going to call him down. No, that's going to be DuBois football.
That's football right there.
Ball came out, and I did not see the ball come out. I saw someone dive on it late. Next thing we know, they're pointing for DuBois football.
Yeah, it must have popped out there late. I didn't see it either, but obviously DuBois ball, they're calling it, and good break for the Beavers because Brookville was driving.
Killer if you're the Raiders.
Yeah, that's a
driving right down the field to tie this thing up.
That's a mistake they can't make in a game like this. They were driving down, looking like they're probably going to score somehow, but right for the DuBois there.
Trey Wingard back to work, leading 7-0. Trips to the right. Quick play fake over the middle. Got Thatcher Hansley in stride, and he's cut down by Morey. Give him about 16 on first down.
Yeah, nice little, I guess you call it a little post, little skinny post across the middle there, the Thatcher. He's 6'5". He's an easy target across that middle. Can't miss him. Good pickup for the Beavers.
Good enough ball fake to get those linebackers up near the line of scrimmage.
You see those linebackers, they walk up. That leaves that curl zone wide open.
Another quick throw. Got Jackson Hansley on the run this time as he tries to bounce it out. Another first down yardage. Give Jackson 17.
Yeah, that's got to be some broken. That's going to be some broken coverage of Brookville. I can't imagine they want to leave Jackson Hansley wide open like that.
Beavers moving quickly once again as they are working now in Raider territory. 1st and 10 on their 43. 2 receivers each side for Wingard. Duncan sidecar left of Wingard in the gun. Now he flops left to right. Brookville showing pressure here on 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Here they come. Wingard's back. Wingard going for it all down the sideline for Hansley. Little bit.
Little hands there.
Little long.
Yeah. Looked like that was probably our shallow cross pattern there or concept there. Jackson runs that fly route, go route on the outside. Just a little bit too long for him.
Yeah, pretty good coverage by Krug. Hansley did have a step. Would have taken a perfect ball from Wingard. Just left it a little long. Working 2nd and 10 here.
We talked about on the way here. I figured they'd put Krug over top of Hansley. He's probably their best overall athlete, I would think, football-wise.
Wingard's back. Delayed handoff underneath Duncan. Can't escape the pressure by Brookville. Morey in there with the stop along with J.R. Rahala, junior D lineman.
Yeah, little draw to Duncan. That's one they probably have scouted. We run that a lot. That's a play we usually have success with. So it looked like, Brookville, some of the linemen stayed home there and made the play.
So Brookville gets the tackle for loss here as we're under 6 minutes to go here. First quarter action. Beavers leading early, 7-0 over the Raiders. 2 receivers each side. Pressure again. Quick fake over the middle. Hansley on the run. First down. At the 30, got a late flag. I'm going to assume it's going to be a helmet-to-helmet. I don't know what else it'd be, Chuck.
Yeah, it would have to be. Again, that was a quick slant there by Jackson. Those linebackers blitz left that curl zone there behind in front of the safety, but behind the linebackers wide open, and Beavers take advantage of that.
Yeah, it's just a simple, quick game. Slant routes mirrored on both sides. Trey just picks a side pre-snap and see if our guys can win on the outside. Waiting the flag here, which we assume is on the Raiders. They called targeting against the defense. 15 yards.
I couldn't see that from our vantage point here, but unless the officials are closer than we are.
It didn't really seem like it was necessary for that. It wasn't really a vicious hit at all, but just must have been enough in the area of the crown of the helmet. 1st and 10 for the Beavers on the Raider 15.
Yeah, but always puts DuBois back in scoring position here.
Couple of self-inflicted wounds here by the Raiders early. DuBois looking to go up 2 scores here. 5:30 and counting. First quarter action. Beavers up 7-0. Wingard back. He looks, evades right, pumps, still looking. Now he fires, got Hansley for the tied record, and I think he's in, and he's got to give him 18 touchdowns on the season to tie the career record, and we got another late flag here.
I think that one's on the Brookville sideline. I think head coach Billy Morrison might have said something to the official there.
Yep, unsportsmanlike against the Raiders. So that should be penalized on the kickoff,
yep.
Correct?
On that play there, Trey did a nice job scrambling, make some time, and Thatcher. Those two have such a great connection. You see Jackson coming back to Trey, get himself open enough to make the play there. And, once he catches the ball, he's athletic enough he can make anybody miss.
Wingard's 31st touchdown pass on the season. Yep, and they just announced that will be assessed on the kickoff. The unsportsmanlike penalty, as I was saying. Trey Wingard, 31 touchdown passes on the season. Jackson Hansley, 18 receiving touchdowns. It's a low, not very good snap, but it's handled by Samson Deeb. Kick is up and good with 5:14 remaining in first quarter action. Your score, DuBois 14, Brookville 0. You're listening to DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beavers football is brought to you by Andy Mann's Car Care. Stop and see Andy for state inspections, repair and service, and name brand tires too. Route 322 in Reynoldsville. Tri-County Performance, your local dealer of Western snowplows. Proud to support DuBois High School football and all youth athletics. And Hoffer Realty Associates, your real estate center for the DuBois area, serving DuBois, Treasure Lake, and surrounding areas. It's DuBois High School football in Bigfoot Country. Let's go Beavers!
Trey Wingard finds Jackson Hansley 15 yards out for the touchdown pass. 14-0 is your score. First quarter action. DuBois taking on Brookville here in a new look. Brookville.
Looks like the
Raider
Beavers will be
Stadium here in Raider Country.
Kicking from the Brookville 45, it looks like. Yeah, I think that was probably some frustration Coach Morrison's part there from that targeting call. Very good coach down there. I know he's probably upset with himself about that, but probably let himself know down there.
5:14 remaining. First quarter action. Calgren, Freeman back deep. Barnes sends end over end, and it'll go into the end zone for the touchback. First and 10 for the Raiders on the 20.
Let's see what the Beavers made any adjustments on defense to help negate the run there. Brookville picked up, they're probably picking up 5, 6, 7 yards a pop on those runs. So let's see if the Beaver defense made some adjustments.
Yeah, of course, you can't erase the 14 points the Beavers had put up already. But the Raiders were moving the football down the field with ease on that first possession. See if they can get back to that. Get back to running the football. See if they can find some holes in this zone defense. Try to get back in this football game here. Lots of time left, though. So here we go. They're back to work. Colgan trips to the left here in the gun. Here's a snap. They go Krug up the middle off right side. Cross the 25 to the 26. So right back to work. Solid gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 4 upcoming.
Looks like that right side of Brookville's offense. Bobby Hack at right guard. Easton Roche getting a good push for the Raiders, getting 5 yards on that first down run.
Want to give a shout out to Easton Roach. Played some semi-pro football with his father, Dave Roach, from Punxsutawney. Played on a team, kind of some Punxsutawney DuBois guys on a semi-pro football team. His son's out there starting right tackle. So shout out to Dave and Easton. Quick screen out to the left here. That's Parker on the run. Calgren across the 30, brought down by Thatcher at the 35, but once again, give them about 9 or 10 and a fresh set of downs for the Raiders.
Yeah, another quick screen there. Getting that first receiver that goes Moray in front of Calgren, does a good job blocking on our corner. Johnny Reeder opens it up. We're making our safety Thatcher Hansley come down to make the tackle, but enough for a first down for Brookville.
Yep, they're just taking what's there, being smart with the football, not putting it in harm's way. 2 receivers each side for Colgan. In the gun. Krug sidecar to the left. Receivers in stacked. Set. Here's a snap. Another quick throw out to the right. No one home. Intended for Blake Porter. I don't think they're on the same page there. Porter didn't have eyes on the quarterback at all.
I think, Colgan thought he was running a slant, and I think Porter kind of maybe stopped up, maybe did a little bit of a hitch there instead.
Incomplete, takes it to 2nd and 10 here. Clock stop 4:30 first quarter. Beavers on top 14-0 here.
As you give a shout out to that right side of the Brookville offense, that Bobby Hack is the son of former DuBois high school and middle school principal Darren Hack.
Familiarity all around as they hand off coming left, nowhere to go. That's Isaac Burns, his first carry of the night. Sophomore running back loses about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 13, and this is where Brookville doesn't want to be here, 3rd down and long.
Yeah, they don't want to be behind the sticks against this DuBois defense. They did a good job. The linebackers came up and filled nice. You see London Duncan stretching that play out a little bit to allow everybody else to come up and help make the play.
3rd and 13. Trips to the left here near the boundary. Freeman loaned up to the right. Colgan in the gun as he rolls to the right. Facing pressure, throws far sideline. Got Freeman, but well short of the sticks. Give him about 6. It'll bring up about 4th down and 7. I'm sure Brookville will punt this away, and the punt unit is coming on for the Raiders. Good stop.
That's something I thought Brookville would try to do, is they go trips away from Freeman. Freeman one-on-one on the backside there. They had Sammy Debo. I think you saw Jackson Hansley kind of roll over, give him some help over the top. I don't think he could, beat Jackson deep, so he'd probably cut that off a little bit, the comeback, but short of the first down.
Yeah, best on best there, Freeman versus Sammy Deeb. Yep. Probably going to continue to see that. Freeman handling the kicking duties tonight. He's in to punt it away. Jackson Hansley back deep, punting from about his 26. He's got to fake it coming left. He's got room to run. Just needs a block and got it. First down and more. And I think that could have drawn a penalty there on that block.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what happened there, but that's Tyler Hansley down. He gets up.
No flag though, so
that's obviously something Brookville must have saw on tape. Scouted that well.
Took advantage of
that. You got you're probably the fastest kid in this field between him and probably Jackson Hansley right now there, and took full advantage. Just let him take off and run.
Yeah, definitely peeled back into the play, and that's usually when you see those flags be thrown. And I don't want to sound like that guy. Great block, great football play. I'm all for it. Great execution there by Brookville. But we've seen that flag thrown all the time. We'd just like to see it be called consistently. 2 receivers each side here. Trouble with the snap. Colgan gets what he can off the left side. I think he was going out to Freeman in the flat once again. So Tyler Hansley, who was slow to get up after the last play, is running back on the field. So
that's good to see. Yeah, he went off for a play, came back on. Aaron Eberle was in there for him at the linebacker position. Aaron's usually a safety for us, but nice to see Aaron get on the field for a little bit.
Yeah, Colgan there on that first down play went to throw, kind of lost control of it, but got a solid 4 yards as he just tucked it, got what he could. Trips to the right here, working on 2nd and 6. Beavers showing pressure. Here's a snap. They give it underneath. It's Burns. Runs right into London Duncan. Just gets a yard on the play. 3rd down 5 upcoming.
Yeah, London, he's that outside linebacker. I think he's our will linebacker on that side. You saw him come off the edge there of a blitz and read that perfect. Came up, made the tackle.
3rd and 5. Ball's on the DuBois 40. Working under 2 minutes to go here. First quarter. Beavers on top 14-0.
Now, last play, you saw Brookville pull both their right guard and right tackle once again, either called a buck sweep or a power counter, depending how they were blocking it, but gives an extra blocker there with 2 linemen pulling.
Brookville methodically moving down the field. Man in motion is Burns to the right, facing pressure, dumps it underneath. Plenty of room to run on the middle screen. That's Morey. Plenty of yards, 20-plus gain, fresh set of downs for the Raiders inside the 25. On the Beavers, 21.
Coach Morrison down up some of the Beavers bringing pressure. You bring pressure like that all the time, your screen's about to happen, and it did. They called it perfectly right there.
Yep, they had trips to the right set up there. They sent some eye candy motion towards the trips, and then they brought the screen back coming the other way. Well done, well executed by the Raiders. Let's see If they can cut the DuBois lead and finish this drive off with the touchdown. We've got a timeout on the field. We will take one as well. 1:27 remaining. First quarter action. Beavers 14, Raiders 7. You're listening to DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beaver Football is brought to you by DuBois Burger King, home of the Whopper. Whether it's a double, triple, impossible, or bacon, one thing's for certain, it's just delicious. DuBois Burger King, Route 255, the Beeline Highway, DuBois, and M Chevrolet in Punxsutawney. With new vehicles arriving daily, stop in soon. Proud to support our youth athletes. M Chevrolet, Mahoning Street, Punxsutawney. Together, let's drive. It's DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country. Let's go Beavers!
1st and 10 for the Raiders, driving on the DuBois 21. A drive kept alive by a fake punt. Freeman, their best athlete, handles all their kicking duties. They dialed up a beautiful fake punt to keep this drive alive. The Raiders looking to score here. Trips to the right here. First down. Colgan in the gun. Burns next to him. They give it to him underneath. Colgan pulls, keeps. Well defended by DuBois. Maddox Clark doesn't let Colgan get anywhere. Loss of 5 on the play.
Nice job by Maddox Clark coming out hard off that right side, right edge of the DuBois. Didn't get any deeper than that running back himself and made the play. You'll notice for Brookville here, Sam Krug's on the sidelines right now. Looks like they're taping up his right hand.
Yep, it's been Isaac Burns all this second possession for the Raiders. Raiders were driving on their first possession until the Krug fumbled deep in DuBois territory. Led to a DuBois touchdown. 2 receivers each side. Another quick throw out to Freeman, who can't handle the low throw. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Break for DuBois there.
Sorry, 15.
Yeah,
15.
Another quick screen there. It looks like he had some blockers ahead of him there, so throw was a little low. Freeman couldn't handle.
Yeah, going back to that first down play, Clark on the loss. Colgan is dangerous with his legs. He's certainly dual threat. DuBois has to account for that. They were disciplined on that. Everybody did their assignment.
Yeah, Maddox did a good job coming in. They're not getting any deeper than your quarterback, running back. You don't want to overrun that play. Break down and make the play, and he did just that.
Trips to the right on 3rd and 15. Colgan's back. He's rolling right. Looking, fires across his body, has his man. I believe that's Freeman.
That's Morey, I believe. 14.
Near the original line of scrimmage. Yep, that is Freeman.
That is Freeman, okay. He did a good job. I think he was the inside receiver there in that trips package, and he just went and, found open space and sat, and Colgan did a good job of finding him.
So we're under 30 seconds here. No need to run a play for Brookville. They will take it to the end of first quarter action. And after first quarter action, our score reads Beavers 14, Raiders 0. Come on back, the other side. Second quarter action. You're listening to DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beavers Football is brought to you by William Fitty and Melissa Smith, longtime supporters of our local communities, are proud to sponsor DuBois Beaver Football. Joe's Tuck Shop. When you need to look your best, just go to Joe's. Proud supporter of the DuBois Beavers. And Fox's Pizza Den. Grab a party pack from Fox's Pizza Den in Sykesville before you head out to the game. It's DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country. Let's go Beavers.
Brookville facing 4th and 10 on the DuBois 21-yard line. And Chuck, a Raiders score here. It really doesn't look all that bad. They cut the score in half. Recapping that first quarter, DuBois opens with the ball. They go down and score in 4 plays. Raiders ensuing drive, driving the length of the field. They get turned over by a Seth Krug fumble. Beavers drive the length of the field once again to take a 14-0 lead. And here we are, second quarter action. Raiders on the move once again.
It looks like they're going for it here in 4th and 10 from about the 21. And if I'm Brookville, I do the exact same thing. I think it's a good call going for it here. You're 2-5 team, nothing to lose. You're moving the ball right now. You got momentum.
Trips to the left here.
If you're DuBois, you got to know where the sticks are at.
Tries the hard count. Everybody stays on. Directing traffic, line of scrimmage. They got the play. They're ready. 4th and 10. Here's the snap. Colgan's back, throwing, end zone. Got a man open. Touch. Down. No, the ball came out. A late hit. And they're going to call it incomplete. He didn't have it long enough. Wide open was Morey in the middle of the DuBois defense. And was that Thatcher Hansley with the hit?
I think that was Thatcher coming off top. How important was that hit? I mean, he was wide open. He had that for an easy touchdown. Thatcher came in with that late hit there and knocked the ball loose. Good play on Thatcher Hansley.
Man, just talk about a couple plays away here if you're Brookville from this game either being 14-7 or 14-14. But after the incompletion, Thatcher Hansley dislodging the ball from a wide-open Morey.
Then again, you'll see Sam Krug is not out there. Guys Burns into that right corner spot for him.
So, Wingard, quick throw on first down. It's Hansley. Cuts back inside, spins off a tackle. Give him about 4. Be second and down and 6.
And that was our own version. Yeah, our own version of our fast screen there to Jackson, who said pretty elusive, can make some people miss. Needed probably one more block there to spring him free, I believe.
Same play. That's how we started the scoring this season. The quick screen out to Jackson, second play of the season. Took it about 70 yards. 2nd and 6 here. Trips to the left for Wingard. They're going to toss it out. London Duncan trying to get wide and does. Has a lane. Across the 35 to the 40. There goes Duncan. Midfield. Breaks the tackle. Still going. 40. Well into Raider territory. Still going inside the 25. Breaking multiple tackles. Finally forced out of bounds.
Great run there by London Duncan. You see his legs never stopped. Ran through a couple tackles. What made that play there was left tackle Noah Crawford. You see me. His job is to get out and hook that end on the outside. And he takes a good job, taking a nice angle, hooking him. And we see it practice all the time where he just gets that right arm on that guy, just rides him down the field, gets him out of the way, and goes down and gets a next level defender. Great job by Noah Crawford there, opening up that play for London Duncan.
Well said, Chuck. Couldn't have said it any better. Trips to the right. Here, Wingard's back. Stepping up. Got flags flying. Wingard's going to take off inside the 10, looking for the end zone. He dives pylon. He gets there. They're going to mark him out at about the 2, but we got laundry behind the play, and I believe, yes, sir, holding Beavers. Bring it back, first of the night.
Yeah, that was called pretty early there, once before Traven broke out of the pocket.
Yep, right side, I believe. Saw some jersey tugging from the right side of that offensive line. I believe Cash Wolfgang.
Yeah, that's
the guilty party.
Yep, that's our inexperienced side right now. We got Cash Wolfgang, a sophomore in there now for Harvey Klinger. Sometimes you see Tyler Hansley at that right tackle. Tyler's bumped down to the right guard, filling in for Calvin Cooper tonight.
I believe that's who they called it on 63. I believe it was on Tyler Hansley. In his own right, not an inexperienced player, but inexperienced to the position.
Yeah, Tyler's kind of our do-it-all player. He's played right tackle, left guard. He plays some F-back, plays some Y for us. He does it all.
Bunch trips to the right. Double sticks, 1st and 20 for the Beavers. Trey's rolling right, facing some pressure from Roche. He fires across his body, finds Hansley, who makes a grab. Dangerous throw from Wingard.
Yeah, I was just going to say
he was on the far numbers, and that ball was caught in the middle of the field. Dangerous throw, but complete. Give him 10 to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you never like your quarterbacks throwing across his body back inside the field of play, but Trey's confident in his arm. He has a very strong arm. He's confident in throwing to Jackson Hansley, and that showed there.
2 receivers each side. Here's the snap. Wingard back, facing lots of pressure. And the ball's loose, buddy. Trey falls right on it. Good pressure there. Easton Roche got there, knocked the ball free. Wingard fell right back on it. Big loss. Lost about 14 on the play. We got about 3rd and 24 coming up.
Yeah, Brookville has good pressure there. That showed Trey's strength right there. He was able to, while he's getting tackled, reach out and grab that ball as it's being fumbled. So good job there. He had, early on, I think he was getting the pressure, couldn't see him, but he had Sammy Deeb kind of in a seam route down the middle of the field there. He had about 2 yards on the defender. Obviously, the pressure in his face, he couldn't see him.
That good dial-up defensively from Brookville. Just too many for DuBois to handle. Showing pressure again here. 3rd and 24. Wingard's back. Lots of time to throw. Stepping up, evading left. Now he fires near sidelines. Got Thatcher Hansley with some room to run. So this will make it 4th and interesting here. 4th and manageable if you're the DuBois offense. Picks up about 17 there. It's going to bring up 4th and 7. Beavers definitely probably going for this here, Chuck.
I would think so. With that experience they have out of offense, I would definitely go for it. Trey, once again, his pocket awareness it just shows his experience. his knowledge of that offense. He just makes things happen, doesn't get too panicked. He scrambles out of that, and you give Thatcher Hansley credit, finding some space for him to throw the ball to.
Yep. Beavers going. Wingard remains on the field, and the Beavers will take a timeout to talk about their upcoming 4th and 7. We will take one as well. Beavers still on top, 14-0 here, 9:27 remaining in our first half. You're listening to DuBois High School Football, Bigfoot Country.
Are you happy in your current job, or maybe thinking it's time to make a change? Then why not work for a company that actually cares about you? DeLulo Transport has immediate openings for multiple positions, including CDL drivers and owner-operators, non-CDL package delivery drivers for our FedEx division, and diesel mechanics. We offer competitive wages and benefits, including company-paid health care with dental and vision, 401k with a company match, paid vacation and holidays, and quarterly safety and performance bonuses. DeLulo Transport is big enough to deliver, but small enough to care. Give us a call, 814-503-4131. Stop by the office at 349 DuBois Street, or find us at DeLulotransport.com.
4th and 7. Face the Beavers here. They lead 14-0. Second quarter action over the Brookville Raiders, driving in their territory. Let's see if the boys can pick up here. 4th down.
Hate to see this. I see Sam Krug over here against the fence talking with his family. And then the Brookville trainer, he's a senior. He's the last of the long line of Krugs they've had here. Seems like we've been having Krugs here playing at Brookville for probably the last 10 to 15 years. All great athletes, superior athletes, and football, basketball, track. They've done it all.
Hate to see a player of his caliber go out, especially on his senior night. Hope to see him back. 2 receivers each side for Wingard. Jackson Hansley with Freeman on him. Best on best. They try hard count, don't get him. Now Trey checks the line. Getting everybody on the same page. Duncan flops from right to left, now flops back to the right. Here's the snap, low snap, handled, Wingard back, looking, now rolls right, looks, end zone's got a step, it's Thatcher Hansley, goes up and gets it, it's incomplete, he can't hang on. We do have flags.
That's a face mask penalty, so the ref just, or hold, they say hold?
So they're going like this, I think it's against the Beavers regardless.
Hold.
Yeah, so, man, it was great ball placement. Thatcher leaked down to the flat, then leaked up the sideline when Trey broke the pocket. Great ball. Thatcher high-pointed it, couldn't hang on, wouldn't have counted anyways. Smartly, Brookville declines, so their offense can take over. Long field to drive.
They credit Brookville here. When they had to, they stepped up here defensively and put us behind the sticks. And they're getting pressure on us up the middle.
I said, that's a play or two away from this being a 7-point game, or could be even tied here tonight. Brookville moving the ball well on offense, just haven't finished yet thus far. Just their 3rd drive here, 2 receivers each side. Working 1st and 10. Another quick throw out to the left. That's Calgren trying to get to the sideline, breaks a tackle. That's Johnny Reed. Thatcher Hansley, Dalton Riesinger clean it up. Gain of 7 on 1st down.
I'd like to see, I don't know, either bring – you got just 2 receivers out there, bring a safety up maybe a little closer, split your outside backer out there to help defend that play maybe a little bit better.
Yeah, I'd like to see one of our guys take a shot, shoot it, try to jump it. If you don't pick it, maybe you're right there, right in his face to make a quick tackle.
Of course, it's probably what Brookville's waiting for. Then do a pump and go, or we run the Fox out of that.
Bunch to the right here for Colgan. Gives it up the middle. Burns, 1st down yardage across the 30 to the 33. Needed 2, got 4. Fresh set of downs for the Raiders. Clock working down to about 8.5 in second quarter action.
Brookville's getting good 1st down yardage every single time. I'm going to say at least 5 to 6 yards every 1st down here. Give themselves good 2nd and manageable.
Bunch trips to the right again. 1st and 10. Colgan changing the play from the gun. Got everybody together. And here's the snap once again. Up the middle. Burns nowhere to go. This time ball comes out again. Ball comes out. Beavers are all over it. Ruschetti fighting for it. Duncan's in there. We're going to wait the call. And it is DuBois Beaver football. 2nd fumble recovery of the night. And it is Joey Ruschetti recovering it.
Good for Joey. Joey's a great kid. He's a junior. He plays the undersized defensive end for us. Anything you ask for out of a football player, comes out and scout offense, scout defense, everything you need him to do. Good to see him get in there and make a play tonight, and a little bit of contribution to the team. Now let's get this offense going again.
8:02 to play, second quarter. Trey Wingard and his offense back to work. Reminder, Jackson Hansley has tied the single-season career touchdown record. His next one will put him in the leader spot. 2 receivers each side, working from the 30-yard line of Brookville. Here's the snap. Wingard's back, looking, fires deep over the middle, has Samson deep, 5, fighting end zone. Does he dive? Give it to him. Yes, sir. Touchdown, DuBois.
Nice ball by Trey. I thought he was going to go underneath there. I saw Nick Roman run the shallow cross underneath the linebacker, but he saw Sammy over the top. Sammy made a nice play. Sammy's a tough kid. Battled his way into the end zone there.
And how reliable has he been this year? I believe that's his 17th reception on the season. Give him 5 touchdowns now on the season. When we need a third down, when we need a ball cut, Sammy Deeb has been there, and it's great to see. He's been trying to find a spot on this offense for the last 2 seasons. Tried some running back last year. Now he finally found his spot at receiver, and he's been contributing great with this offense as Maddox Barnes sends a kick up and through. 21-0 is your score. Beavers on top of the Raiders. You're listening to DuBois High School football on Bigfoot Country.
A note from Fiddy and Melissa Smith. For many years, DuBois has been more than our home. It's been our community, our family, and our inspiration. We've lived here, worked here, raised our family here, and been blessed every step of the way. From friends who wave across the street to teachers who inspire our children, local businesses that keep us thriving, and first responders who keep us safe. You've made DuBois a wonderful place to call home. So, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, DuBois, and let's go DuBois Beavers.
Trey Wingard finds Samson Deeb 30 yards out for the touchdown score. 1 play after the fumble recovery, second fumble recovery of the night. 14 points off turnovers tonight for the Beavers.
Yeah, you talked about Sammy Deeb there before with the break. Sammy's just an athlete, I say. You can put him anywhere. He's probably our backup quarterback right now. Something up the Trey. He's getting plugged in there. He gets reps every day at practice. Great wrestler as well as a baseball player as well for us.
Just thinking that. Great ball player. Maddox Barnes, high end over ender. Going to be fielded inside the 10. Cutting it back across the 20, wrapped up at about the 24. I believe that's Avion Bell on the stop, along with Chance Anyadike.
That's one of your JV kids
that was
getting in there.
Aaron Turner. Chance Anyadike. That will be a name you will be hearing the next few years as well. Probably mostly on the defensive side of the football. Chance, very good linebacker right now for our JV group. Started last 2 years. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
If you're Brookville here, you think you got to score in this drive. You've put together a couple of nice drives now and just haven't finished. They need to put points on this drive here if they want to be in this game.
DuBois late to get organized on defense. They're set. Trips to the left for Colgan. He's back. Quick throw to the left. Got his man, but in and out of his hands. Maury found some space in that defense. Couldn't make the play. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Upcoming.
Yeah, if I'm Brookville, I'm going back that run on first. That runner, that fast screen on first down. You're getting
4, 5, 6.
Yards a pop
on the ground. Absolutely, Chuck. I agree with you. Just haven't been able to finish here.
No.
In this first half. Beavers on top 21-0. Clock stop at 7:42.
Again, Sammy Krug still not in the game for Brookville. I don't see.
Hate to see it.
That's a shame.
Trips to the left here for Colgan. He's back, rolling right, looking for Freeman. He throws incomplete. Walker Thomas jumped that passing lane, got some hands on that. Samson Deeb was all over it as well. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
That was a nice comeback route there by Freeman on the sideline. Colgan get some pressure there. Just maybe threw that ball just a little bit too far to the outside where Freeman couldn't make the catch and stay in bounds.
And Brookville, another thing they've been doing good is their drives. They've sustained drives, keeping the offense on the sideline. DuBois hasn't had the ball much. They have just scored. Don't want to go 3 and out here, down 3 scores. Big 3rd down here.
Get a little wheel
Another screen. It's Maury. Here we go. They got it set up near first down yardage. It'll depend on the spot, and they gave it to him. Needed 10, got 11. First down for the Raiders. They went back to that tunnel middle screen once again. Eye candy again with the motion. Got 11, first down.
Yeah, that was very close to being ineligible and downfield there where I saw that ball caught.
On the first play,
I saw that ball caught, well. But I think they give him a little leeway, maybe a yard or two, But nice play design.
Big 3rd down conversion. Like I said, they could not go 3 and out and put the DuBois offense right back out on the field, up 21-0. 7 minutes to go, second quarter. It's Burns up the middle, runs right in. I believe that's Bolton Reisinger who got there first, and it is leading tackler on this DuBois defense.
Say not a surprise. Our Mike linebacker, Dalton Reisinger, leading tackler of the team. He's in on pretty much most every play one way or another. Good job filling there by Dalton.
Give Burns 1, 2nd and 9. 2 receivers working to each side. For Colgan, that's Porter and Freeman to the right. Morey and Calgren to the left. Burns sidecar to the right.
They're back to the stack. Look for maybe a fast screen here on 2nd and 9.
And there it is, going wide side of the field, but it skipped into Calgren. It'll be incomplete, and another 3rd down and long coming up. Tried to throw that from the far hash, just couldn't get there.
That's a tough throw.
Not enough behind on that throw.
That's a tough throw, especially he's a right-handed quarterback. He's trying to throw to his left there. That's a tough throw over there. I look for Brookville setting that up somehow. You keep throwing that fast screen, maybe a pump, and maybe your up guy there who's blocked maybe releases and goes deep.
Yeah, I like their approach here, just trying to spread this DuBois defense out and play to space, let their athletes work. Got plenty of speed on the perimeter for the Raiders. 3rd and 9, 2 receivers each side. Colgan, the snap, facing pressure, throws over the middle. Morey goes up, makes a nice grab. High points it into Beaver territory. Mark him at the 46. Fresh set of downs for the Raiders. 5.5 to go, second quarter.
As you mentioned, Brookville did a good job sustaining their drives. Another nice 3rd down conversion by them. Colgan, nice job fighting Morey across the middle.
Yeah, I bet if you looked at time of possession right now, Brookville would be leading that category. You might not think it. Beavers are winning 21-0 here. But the Raiders moving the football plenty here in this first half, just haven't finished. Looking to do so here as they're working in Beaver territory. 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 receivers each side. Colgan looking at the sideline. Got what he wants. Here's a snap. He's going to keep it up the middle himself. Finds a little lane across the 45. Just give them 2 right up the gut. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think Coach Morrison sees the DuBois linebackers are playing about 5 to 6 yards off the ball. They're not showing any signs of a blitz there. So I think he's trying to take advantage of that, maybe get a little push on the front line, maybe get 4 or 5 yards with that quarterback draw.
Trips to the right here is the look on 2nd and 8. Here's a snap. They go up the middle with Burns. Full head of steam. Ball is out again. Johnny on the spot is Johnny Reed. I believe that was Ricchetti who knocked that loose.
Wow, Brookville's got to be beside themselves right now. Another turnover. Nice play there. Again, that's that power counter. You saw that guard pulls, kicks out that end. Your tackles leading up through. Burns had a nice hole there, but Joey Ricchetti came in a nice job for DuBois punching that ball out, and Beavers are ready to recover.
DuBois defense very stingy here tonight, causing 3 first-half turnovers, all fumbles, all recovered by the Beavers. As you mentioned, Sam Krug sidelined. He lost the first one. Sophomore Burns comes in, having trouble hanging on to the football. Offense back to work for the Beavers. Working from their own 40. 2 receivers each side. Another quick throw over the middle. Batted up in the air. Nope, no flag because that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
So well defended there by Morey. In tight coverage there with Deeb. They're trying a quick slant over the middle. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Okay, I didn't see the tip at the line of scrimmage. I saw Sammy's getting pulled down from behind, but makes sense. Good call. And the officials there seeing that.
I believe that was Connor Anzinger, big fella in the middle. Nose tackle for the Raiders, got his paw. Trips to the left here for Winger, toss it. Coming left with London Duncan. He's got room to run. Can't escape a Morey tackle, gets him by his shoestrings. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
It's a nice play call there. You see the Brookville bringing that pressure up the middle. It means you're going to let less linebackers, pursuing downhill. If we just get that one block.
Running right behind Tyler Hansley that time, who's moving out to left tackle, giving Noah Crawford a break. Trips to the right here. 3rd and 4 for Wingard. They're going to give it left underneath. Duncan, he's going to be short of the first down off that left side. Nope.
It's close.
Yeah, I think depending on the spot.
Looks
like they'll give it to
they're
him.
going to give it to him. Headlines be coming from their side. It looks like he's marking. Oh, nope. Marking it. First down.
Needed 3, got 4.
Nice hard run by London there.
Got what he needed. Run game complimenting Trey Wingard here this evening. Ball's just short of midfield. Brookville showing pressure. The ball snapped short. Wingard picks it up. Still eyes downfield, chucking one deep with Jackson. Hensley on the run. Touchdown, DuBois. That ball, I believe, hit the butt of the center on the snap, rolled back to Wingard, picked it up, rolled left, found Hensley streaking for a touchdown, and Jackson Hensley now holds the record for the most touchdowns in a single season, and he still has a few games to go.
Yeah, congratulations there to Jackson. Again, just the balls are just bouncing DuBois' way right now. That ball, he said come off the center, the center's butt, and rolled right to Trey. Trey does a good job, getting out of the pocket, staying alive, and, of course, finds his favorite target, Jackson Hensley, for the score.
Trey's 3rd touchdown pass, Jackson's 2nd receiving touchdown of the night, and 28-0 is your score. Beavers on top of the Raiders. You're listening to DuBois High School football in Bigfoot Country.
Football season is here. Are you fueled for the fight? At Infused IV Hydration and Wellness, we power athletes like you with hydration, recovery, and performance strips that keep you in the game and at your peak. From cramps and soreness to fatigue and focus, Infused IV therapy and PEMF therapy hits harder than your toughest workout. Walk in Infused IV Hydration and Wellness or schedule now. InfusedIVBar.com and feel the difference that real recovery makes. Infused IV Hydration and Wellness, where athletes recharge.
Trey Wingard connects with who other than Jackson Hensley, 51 yards out for the score. And that play really just kind of displayed how special these two players are. It was a broken play, and that play, it was just all improvisation from those two. Trey found space to evade left, stopped, threw across his body 50 yards. Jackson Hensley was able to come under it. High end over end, fielded at the 15. Cutting back into a wall of DuBois defenders.
Householder on the return.
Householder on the return. 1st and 10 for the Raiders on about their 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was just, we talk about the connection between Trey and Jack. These two have been playing together since 7th grade. They've played football together. They've played basketball together. The 7-on-7s all summer together. They just have such a connection. Just, read each other so well. And it shows here tonight. This is a perfect example of that connection between those two.
Zach Phillips checking into the backfield first time tonight. 2 receivers each side for Colgan in the gun. Here's a snap. Quick screen out to the left. I believe that's Calgren trying to get out of trouble and cannot. Thatcher Hensley rips him down. Loss on the play. It'll bring about 2nd down and 13. And the Raiders do not want to go backwards.
It looks like the Beaver did a good job of defending that fast screen that time.
One of the first times they did so well tonight.
Thatcher read that perfectly, saw it, and just jumped that route quick, made the tackle.
Under 3 minutes to go here in our first half. Beavers on top, 28-0. Stay tuned for M. Chevrolet, a Punxsutawney halftime show, getting back together with athletic director Dew Spiker. Another interesting sit down. We'll dive into more sub-regional playoff talk as well. Here we go, trips to the right, going for it all down the far sideline, incomplete, no flags.
Good no call there, call.
Little bit of hand fighting, little bit of contact. Johnny Reed did a good job of using the sideline as a defender.
Yeah, nice to see Johnny back out there. He missed a few games there with that hand injury. I think he's primarily playing defense now, still, not totally back, but enough where he can play some defense.
And Johnny will give us another option at receiver as well, some more depth there.
Yep.
He was starting to come on there before his injury because Hayat Muhammad is out for the season with his knee injury. That stepped up Johnny Reed. Johnny Reed went down. Nick Roman now stepping in. So DuBois just fine at that receiver position. Colgan running right, stops, pops, throwing near sideline. into a ton of traffic, incomplete on third down to bring out fourth down and long, and the Raiders will punt it away.
That was great defense there by DuBois on that play. You saw they had it out now on the inside receiver. Thatcher read that, came up on it. Get Sammy on the deep receiver, had that well covered. Jackson Hansley coming over the top. That was well defended for those DuBois defensive backs.
Yeah, Freeman on to punt, Hansley back deep. So got to give a quick shout out to our man John Wayne helping us out, keeping us on track. Got to talk about Trey Wingard, now just one touchdown pass away from the career touchdown record for DuBois. Needs 87, he's at 86. It's a good snap. Freeman gets the kick away under some pressure. Deep back deep, he'll just let it bounce. It'll go out of bounds around the 40. So, yes, we can keep eyes on that. Now Trey needed 4 to tie. He'll need a 5th touchdown to become the leader in career touchdown passes.
No surprise.
He's at 86.
No surprise. My friend John Wayne was all over that one. John does a great job. He helps. He does all the legwork for our DuBois Area High School Sports Hall of Fame. I'm a proud committee member on that. Been a member of that committee since its inception in 2015.
Look at you.
So it's been real fun watching that develop over the last 10 years. And John, I said this was his brainchild, and he's put the legwork into it. And congratulations to him, and great job, all the hard work he puts into it.
Yep, well done, John. I had John as a teacher in school.
Great guy.
Yes. Yes, he is. Thank you, John, for all the hard work you do for the entire school, especially in the athletic department. 1:54 to go here in our first half. DuBois on top, 28-0.
We can't. 2:20.
Officials have clock stopped on the field right now. Ball sitting on the DuBois 40.
I put some more time back on the clock there.
Yeah, they did. They put about 30 seconds back on, almost 30 seconds. 26, 2:21 on the clock now. Nick Roman, Sam Deeb, Thatcher Hansley, trips left for Wingard. Jackson Hansley loaned up to the right.
I like what I see.
There's the snap coming left with Duncan trying to get the edge. Good block from Deeb. First down and a little bit more as Duncan gets out of bounds. We got a late flag. I believe Nick Roman is going to get flagged for the hold. Be a spot foul. So we'll wait. I assume it's holding.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably didn't need to be. We had a good block down there by Nick and Sammy for the most part. Noah Crawford leading the way once again.
Yeah, Noah Crawford back out there for the series. Good eyes, Chuck. It is holding.
Holding against DuBois.
Yeah, you're right. I
believe it was Nick Roman, the only one really in the area. Samson Deeb, as nice of a seal as Crawford got to seal that, to really make this play work. Samson Deeb got an even better block from the linebacker shooting over.
That's one thing.
Spot foul.
Give a shout out to our receiver coach, Paul Butler, has done a great job. He works on stock blocking with our receivers every day. Our receivers over the past couple of years have gotten so much better at that. And you see Brookville as well. Their receivers block well downfield. So that's definitely helps open up your run game a little bit more, your short passing game. So shout out to those who help teach that skill set that not everybody wants to do.
Trips to the right here. 1st and 4 after the spot foul. Holding call against the Beavers. Trips to the right. Here's a snap. Quick throw coming back. Not there. Roman finds some space. There goes Roman. 40. One man to beat, and he's rooted out of bounds around the 25 for Maury. Good job of Wingard. First option wasn't there. Nick Roman did a good job of working his way into a void where Wingard could find him.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a screen pass there. He works his way back up the field towards the quarterback. Trey read that perfect. Wasn't there. Kind of pump faked a little bit. Nick went it further and found the opening, and good gain out of it.
I give Calgan credit there. The corner shut that down. 2 receivers each side. Pressure coming. Wingard's back. He's protected well. Now he steps up. Looks left. Looking. End zone for Hansley. You got it. Touchdown, DuBois. Once again, evading the pocket left. Well done by the offensive line, giving him time. Wingard showing off his arm, finding Jackson Hansley for the 3rd time. Give him 20 receiving touchdowns on the season.
And ties,
not done yet either.
Trey ties Gabe's.
And Trey, he ties it. Forgot about it again.
Just outstanding. Again, pocket presence by Trey. It's just show my bias here towards Trey. I've known the kid since probably he was born. Shortly after that, and I started coaching with Coach Wingard at the middle school level.
Phillips jumps off sides there. Yeah, I can relate to that as well. My senior year, I remember Trey was young enough. I think he was about 4, 5, 6 years old, somewhere in there, jumping around, jumping in our drills on the bags and stuff like that. And man, it's been really fun to watch him sling the pill around these last couple of years. And we better take it in and enjoy it. He's running out of football games here.
More games left, hopefully more than that. But he's like another coach on the field. Coach Wingard always says that. Trey sometimes will call off plays. That Coach Wingard will call, and what can you say? They usually result in a touchdown most of the time.
Yeah, well, he's very talented. He's a student of the game as well, and that really shows with all the experience he has. Maddox Barnes sends his 5th extra point of the night through 35-0 is your score in favor of the DuBois Beavers. You're listening to DuBois High School football in Bigfoot Country.
Let Trisha and your team at Fox's Pizza Den in Sykesville whip you up a party pack for your tailgate party or grab one before you head out to the game. They serve you the perfect pizza from their den to yours. Call Fox's Pizza Den in Sykesville at 814-894-7777 for the perfect pizza. Fox's Pizza Den on Main Street in Sykesville, open Monday through Saturday, 11 till 9 and Sunday 2 to 7. Check out their Facebook page, Fox's Pizza Den-Sykesville, for all their daily specials and more.
Trey Wingard finds Jackson Hansley yet again, 25 yards out for the score. 1:45 remaining. Second quarter action. 35-0 is your score. All Beavers here in Brookville. Barnes sends high end over end, fielded at the 15. Coming up the right side near sideline, quickly brought down. That's Avion Bell on the stop. Once again, DuBois Beaver football broadcast thanks in part to M. Chevrolet Punxsutawney, Bloom Electric, Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning, William Fitty and Melissa Smith, Caleri's Bakery, DuBois, DeLulu Transport, DuBois Burger King, People's Auto Body, Reynoldsville, DuBois Area Chamber of Commerce, DuBois Drug and Wellness, Tri-County Performance, DuBois, Andy Mann's Car Care, Reynoldsville, Hoffer Realty, DuBois, and Joe's Tuck Shop, DuBois. Also thanks to Infused IV Bar of DuBois and Fox Pizza's Den of Sykesville, sponsors of the live video feed on the Love My Bigfoot YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And Perry is back at it tonight, so thank you for viewing our game. Quick throw on first down is Maury. He turns it up field for a first down. Got 11. Fresh set of downs for the Raiders.
You see the Beavers giving some of their interior linemen a rest there. Cash Wolfgang and Nathaniel Clark both in at the interior tackle position now on defense for the Beavers.
Minute and a half and counting here in our first half. Beavers 35-0 is your score. 2 receivers each side. Colgan throwing down near sideline, going for it all. Samson Deeb is there, only one to make the catch, and he does. Give him the interception. I believe that's his 3rd interception of his senior season. Beavers take back over on offense, the 4th turnover of the Raiders here.
Yeah, the Beavers, they were playing like it was a prevent defense there. They would have done a deep cover 3 there. Sammy just dropped back, but you're told, don't let anybody get behind you. And he was the deepest player on that route there.
So let's see here. Will it happen? 4 touchdown passes for Trey Wingard tonight. Needs a 5th to move into number 1 to be Gabe French's 87 career touchdown passes from 2012 to 2014. Minute 15 to work here on the clock. Got 1 record in the books tonight. Can we do another? Trips to the right here for Wingard. Here we go. They're going to give it to Duncan coming left. He breaks a tackle in the backfield. Cut down by Colgan. Short gain. Give him 2 on first down.
I'm not sure if Coach Wingard will air it out here or just kind of maybe, run it, let the clock run down and go into halftime with the 35-0 lead.
Well, this was the pace they came out with right before the half last time, and they threw a 98-yard touchdown pass in the blink of an eye. Trips to the right here. They're going to toss it. London Duncan trying to get to the sideline. Gets the edge, cuts it up, still going. First down, a little bit more across the 40. They'll mark him at the 41. Fresh set of downs for the Beavers. Clock stopped 42.3 while the chains set.
Yeah, that nice toss sweep, this is an outside zone. We probably try to call it. You said your right tackle was getting out there, lead and blocking. Made a nice hole there led the way for London Duncan.
Two receivers each side. Winger, delayed handoff. Again, Duncan directing through traffic, finds his way, cutting to the outside. First down and more, picking up blocks, still going. Duncan, unbelievable run, still breaking tackles. London Duncan inside the 30, down at the 29, and man, I can't count that high how many tackles he broke on that, man. What a run by London Duncan off the delayed handoff. 16.3 to go.
He's just looking more and more comfortable each and every game. He's kind of morphed into that role as our number one back, obviously, last, how many games since week 2, I believe. Doing
Clock's
a great job at
here,
it.
5, 4s. Beavers going to get a playoff here. They will. Be the last play. They'll hand it off to Duncan, right side. Duncan tripped up, and that's how our first half will end. So, a first half owned by the Beavers. They end with the ball. Raiders get the stalk. And we will head into halftime with your score. Beavers 35, Raiders 0. Stay tuned for M. Chevrolet of Punxsutawney halftime show with athletic director Dew Spiker. We'll have second half action here momentarily. You're listening to DuBois High School football in Bigfoot Country.
This is Bigfoot Country.
WINT DuBois, a 7 Montrose media station.
This is Bigfoot Country.
Hi, it's Matt Torchetta here at M Chevrolet. If you're ready for a new vehicle, it's a great time to shop M Chevrolet. Thanks to all of our customers, we've had record sales over the past few months as Chevrolet has increased our inventory. We've got new vehicles arriving daily, and if you're ready to upgrade to a new vehicle, stop in and see us. I'm Matt Torchetta, and I'm proud to lend my support to youth athletics in our area. In DuBois Beaver football here today, M Chevrolet in Punxsutawney. Together, let's drive. Hi, it's Matt Torchetta here at M Chevrolet. If you're ready for a new vehicle, it's a great time to shop M Chevrolet. Thanks to all of our customers, we've had record sales over the past few months as Chevrolet has increased our inventory. We've got new vehicles arriving daily, and if you're ready to upgrade to a new vehicle, stop in and see us. I'm Matt Torchetta, and I'm proud to lend my support to youth athletics in our area. In DuBois Beaver football here today, M Chevrolet in Punxsutawney. Together, let's drive.
Welcome back into Bigfoot Country. Hope you enjoyed our first half between DuBois and Brookville. It's time for the M Chevrolet of Punxsutawney halftime show. Sitting down once again with athletic director Dew Spiker. Dew, how we doing this evening?
Good, man. How about you?
Can't complain. We're just getting after it once more. Let's start with our fall sports updates. It's kind of crazy, Dew. Year after year, it just seems everything moves faster and faster as you get older. And football's got just a few games in their regular season left. I'm sure some regular seasons are wrapped up around all fall sports. So let's talk about it. Let's get a fall sports update.
Yeah, man. Life is definitely moving at a much quicker clip than it used to, especially the last time I was here. So it's going by fast. I don't think we expected to be here already, but we are, man. We're coming up on postseason for just about everybody. This week alone, our girls golf team captured District 9 team title. That was great to see. They went to the PIAA West sub-regional. They competed there. Still waiting on the updates from the events there. Tennis headed up to District 10 for 10, 8, 9 sub-regionals for singles and doubles. Had a couple of great upsets. We'll head to District 8 next week for the team sub-regional. Winner of that will play District 10. Volleyball girls are next week hosting Elk County Catholic Tuesday, home 6:30 for the District 9 Central League semifinal. Should we win that, we'll be in the championship game against either, I believe, Brockway or DCC at a site to be determined. That'll be next Thursday, the 16th, same as our senior night. Also that day, we'll have cross country District 9 Central League championship. And then boys and girls soccer are both looking at a pretty nice postseason play here. So everybody's gearing up for postseason. We're all hitting it. We're all in the midst of it. Some are already wrapping it all up. So it's a very, very crazy time because thrown on top of that, and winter sports starts in about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be gearing up for that transition here. Love to hear all the success that everybody's having. Congratulations to everybody across the board, from tennis to cross country. You know, congratulations. Keep on going. It's playoff time. Like you said, let's keep grinding and let's get after it. We love the postseason accolades in abundance, and that's what's been going on here in recent years. And looks like 2025 is no different. So we'll continue on here, talking about your athletic director position here. Can you go more in depth of what's challenging most to you as an athletic director? I know we talked last time we got together about all the different spots you've been and what's challenging from place to place. But here at DuBois, from day to day, what challenges you the most?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And I think those challenges vary day to day as well. There are a plethora of issues that can pop up out of nowhere. I think I mentioned this last time. So I think, yes, it's going to be the same everywhere, but it's still the case here. Like, you just got to be, you got to expect the unexpected, essentially. So I think one big thing right now that I'm just, I'll call it a challenge, but my vision and my goals, at least here at DuBois, is just really just instilling a lot of pride, reestablishing really strong traditions, and just, improving the culture to be a winning culture. And a winning culture isn't just, wins and losses in the record book. It's what kind of character do we have? What kind of people are we producing? What are they doing when they're done here? Our student athletes, our leaders in the school and in the community. And to me, that's a winning culture. So I think maybe the biggest challenge right now is just managing so many different types of people and getting all these people to have the same vision, work for the same trajectory on what it means to be a winning culture here at DuBois. So, and we're getting there. So it's not something that can be changed overnight. So I think it's just going to take time. And luckily, like I said, there's multiple times we got great coaches, we got great people. My department's amazing. Our administration is very helpful. So, we'll get there. It's just it'll take time, and as long as we can get everybody to align their values, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, and I think you're a perfect person to be the catalyst of that, to show an example to these student athletes. You're dedicated to your craft. You show up every day on time. You give your best effort, with whatever it is you're doing day to day with your job, or you lifted in the weight room after school. That is just a great example for these kids to go off of, and your experience, shows in that. So stepping away from DuBois, you've kind of been all over the place. You mentioned you were down south, still out east a little bit, maybe a little west. So you've been all over the place, dude. Where has been your favorite place to call home this far?
Yeah, we've been everywhere. Every place has been they're so different, man, on such a crazy scale. Obviously, just being here in DuBois, it actually really is home. So it's always really nice and familiar. But just some of the coolest places, man. We lived in Arizona for 2 years, and I was out there at PEP, and Scottsdale and Phoenix is amazing. Arizona in general it's nuts, man. If I could, drag that state a little bit closer and be close here, I think I'd probably never leave, just because it's just so cool and so beautiful out there.
I don't think I'd know what to do out in Arizona with no cold, no winter months, really. I don't think I'd know what to do.
Yeah, you got Flagstaff. I mean, once you get up into the mountains, though, dude, it snows more there than it does here. I think that's what made it so cool, is you have, in a 2.5 hour drive, you can have literally all 4 seasons in one day, legitimately. So Arizona's great. And down south is awesome. I mean, wasn't a fan of the weather, but the people are great. The food's great. Nashville was awesome. We were there for 2 years. Obviously just, Pittsburgh. But I think each place has its own unique special place in our hearts, and not to sound all softy on you or anything like that, but I mean, just the great people that we've been in contact with. So it's been awesome, man. But I will wrap it up with this. The coolest place was Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I was up there training some guys for a while. Easily the coolest place, without a doubt, hands down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just training guys for all sports, or anything specific you were training? Were you focusing on one sport or one certain aspect?
I was actually with one guy for just for a couple of weeks, just me and him one-on-one. He was an NFL quarterback, and so he just wanted to be on his own. So yeah, it was the coolest place I've ever been.
Yeah, awesome. Talking about all that experience, I'm sure we talked about how good you are with your craft. Is there any aspects of the job from the experiences that you've had all over the place that you think would help out here or needs to be put into action here at DuBois?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I think one thing I'm doing right now, we just started this fall, actually. It was I instituted the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. So that's something that I experienced myself as student athlete at Duquesne, that I would see present at high schools in other states. And it's starting to pick up a little bit of momentum here in Pennsylvania. But essentially, that's a committee of student athletes where we have 1 to 2 representatives from every single sport with no dual representation. And these student athletes serve as the liaison between their team and my department. I think that is the single biggest thing that we can do, because now I get to hear straight from the athlete's mouth, what do we need to improve your experience? What are you missing? What are you struggling with? Chances are they're all experiencing a lot of the same things. They get together, they form a tighter bond, they're supporting each other more, and then we get to find out what we actually need to improve their experience, to prove their success in the classroom and in their sport. And at the same time, now that we're all working together and seeing that we're sharing the same struggles, now we're building a little bit more camaraderie from sport to sport and within the school. So I think that's one thing to me that from the get-go I really wanted to instill. There's a lot of things that we can try to improve, but I think from the standpoint of getting everything in one spot, I think just making sure that the student athletes have a voice, I think you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, just one big happy family.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude, I think that's great. And I really appreciate you, kind of opening up and, really diving deep and, just all the things that you want to incorporate here and help our student athletes, man. So I think everything's, going great here, that as long as you've been our athletic director, and I'm sure everybody, all the student body's picking up on that, and just keep doing what you're doing, things are looking great. So we'll switch on to another gear here. Let's get an update on our sub-regional standings. We know last time we talked 1 through 4. We know we're talking about District 6, 8, 9, and 10. Correct me if I'm wrong there.
You're correct there.
They're due District 6, Hollidaysburg. District 9, of course, is us. District 8, Taylor Alderdice from inner city Pittsburgh. And District 10 will be Cathedral Prep. So it was 1 Hollidaysburg, 2 DuBois, 3 Prep, and 4 Taylor Alderdice. Has anything changed there in those standings?
Yes, things have changed. So as of today, if the season were to end today, first place, you're looking at Hollidaysburg. Second place, you're looking at DuBois. Third place, you're looking at Mifflin County. And then fourth place, you're looking at Taylor Alderdice. And Prep would not be in the sub-regional playoffs.
So Prep is out.
Prep, as of right now, as the standings were to end today, Prep would be out. Looking at the schedules for everybody, obviously it's going to come down to that last week with DuBois and Hollidaysburg to, I think, determine a lot.
Yeah, it'll be big.
I don't know, the implications of, them potentially going to undefeated and having 1 with us having 2, even if we were to beat them. Prep's 3-3. They have a decent schedule ahead, so I mean, that could go either way. Mifflin County, I think they're a 3-loss team right now. And then Alderdice is also a 3-loss team right now. So a little bit of a shakeup since the last time we talked.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, if that were to finish like it is right now, we would be hosting Mifflin County. And if we were to win that game, we would play the winner of Hollidaysburg, Alderdice.
Which last year we were the lower seed in that sub-regional championship game. We traveled to Hollidaysburg. Are you aware of that championship game? Will that be at the highest seed's home turf, or will that be a neutral site?
From what I understand, it has the potential to be at the home seed.
Or the makes sense. That's what it's been doing the last 2 years.
I don't know if they were going to change that or anything. I know some sub-regionals, they like to have that, but considering the fact it's not technically it's not an inter-district playoff or a state playoff game, so that sub-regional, I think they're always going to kind of defer to the high seed home advantage.
All right, folks. So you heard it there. Things are shaping up in our sub-regional. And, it looks like spots 2 for 3 is really going to be a toss-up moving forward here. A couple 2-loss teams, couple 3-loss teams. We got another team in the mix here. So I will keep you updated on that as we wrap up our regular season here. And, thank you for the time, man. I always appreciate you sitting down and opening up and talking things out. So
yeah, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. We all love listening to you. So you guys are doing a great job.
Much appreciated, man. Until next time, and that is all the time we have for the M. Chevrolet of Punxsutawney halftime show in Bigfoot Country.
Hi, it's Matt Turchetta here at M Chevrolet. If you're ready for a new vehicle, it's a great time to shop M Chevrolet. Thanks to all of our customers, we've had record sales over the past few months as Chevrolet has increased our inventory. We've got new vehicles arriving daily, and if you're ready to upgrade to a new vehicle, stop in and see us. I'm Matt Turchetta, and I'm proud to lend my support to youth athletics in our area. In DuBois Beaver football here today, M Chevrolet in Punxsutawney. Together, let's drive. Hi, it's Matt Turchetta here at M Chevrolet. If you're ready for a new vehicle, it's a great time to shop M Chevrolet. Thanks to all of our customers, we've had record sales over the past few months as Chevrolet has increased our inventory. We've got new vehicles arriving daily, and if you're ready to upgrade to a new vehicle, stop in and see us. I'm Matt Turchetta, and I'm proud to lend my support to youth athletics in our area. In DuBois Beaver football here today, M Chevrolet in Punxsutawney. Together, let's drive.
Welcome back to Brookville Junior Senior High School, where the Beavers hold a 35-0 lead at halftime over the Brookville Raiders. Thanks for joining Chuck and I back. We're gearing up for our second half. Still have a few minutes left till we get there. We'll recap that first half. The Beavers got the ball first, went down, scored 4 plays. Brookville looked like we had a ball game going here to start this game, driving right down the field, turned it over. That led to another DuBois score. Really, it was kind of all Beavers since then. Still, Brookville able to drive, just a lack of finishing off their drives here tonight, but they've had success moving the football, and the turnover bug hasn't helped them all tonight. 28 points off of Brookville Raider turnovers here tonight in that first half.
Yeah, that's not a recipe for success, obviously. 35, that doesn't feel like a 35-0 game. Obviously, our offense has capitalized on turnovers. They've done what they've had to do, but Brookville's moved the ball. I mean, especially that first quarter, they moved the ball well on us, probably 3 good drives. They said haven't been able to finish. Just shooting themselves in the foot with 4 turnovers. And, credit to our offense. We took advantage of each one of those and scored, and here we're us in the 35-0 at halftime.
Yeah, give DuBois all the credit here tonight. Like I said, they've just stepped up. They've took advantage of opportunities given to them by Brookville, and they're kind of flexing their muscles here a little bit tonight. Just a little bit too much to handle on the DuBois side for Brookville.
Yeah, and does it help matters? I think I see Sam Krug down there out of gear. He's just, looks like he just has his tops on or just bottoms on, no shoulder pads or anything. I think he's done probably for the game. Looks like an apparent hand injury. That's sad for him. He's obviously one of their best players in their team and a senior leader. Hate to see that happen to a kid of that caliber on a senior night or any time of the year for that matter.
Yeah, let's just hope it's nothing, in the long term. Let's hope it's short term. Get that young man back on the field, finish out his senior season here for 2025. And as we get closer here to our second half, if you listen to the M. Chevrolet of Punxsutawney halftime show, we dove into more playoff talk. And, hey, it's appropriate to talk about it now, Chuck. We're in week 8. Just got 2 regular season games left on the schedule, and we'll be right there. It will be, once again, the sub-regional made up of districts 6, 8, 9, and 10. And we do have a little shakeup in it as well. We got a new team in the mix. One team is kicked out. So it's a season we're in. And today it would look Hollidaysburg still remains undefeated in the 1 spot. DuBois does still hold the number 2 seed, and Mifflin County now at a District 6 moves into that number 3 spot. Still at 4 at a District 8 is Taylor Alderdice, knocking Cathedral Prep out of that 4 spot. I'm not sure how that'll work now that there's another team in the mix.
Right.
If all teams are playoff eligible, will we see a 5-team playoff? Not sure if that's a possibility because that'll have to give one team a bye. Maybe you can shed some light on that, Chuck, being a former athletic director.
I believe it's just the top 4. In fact, I know that's the top 4. If there's 5 eligible, they take the top 4 for that because you'll have 2 rounds of playoffs. It's the way it works out with scheduling wise. So that's what you'll see. It's a surprise to see Cathedral Prep knocked out, but of course they play a tough schedule. But if we 2-3, if we're Mifflin County that first round for hosting, I'll take that. I'll take that for the first round matchup in a playoff. Against Mifflin County. Don't want to see that back-to-back Hollidaysburg. We play them. Of course, our last game of the season. Do not want to see them turn around and play them again like we did 2 years ago, I believe.
Yeah.
We did that. So yeah. So it'll be interesting how this all pans out at the end of the season here.
Yeah, and we are gearing up for that. As we mentioned, the goal is to host that playoff game in the first round. Last year had to go to prep, so right now we do hold that 2 seed, and that's certainly the goal for these boys as we gear up to end this regular season. Get a win here tonight. That'll put us to 6-2. Hollidaysburg has a 2-game lead on us now, so we're going to need some help there. And going into that Week 10 matchup, if they're going in with 1 loss, we have 2 losses. Things could really get interesting there. But we'll take the standings as they are now. Hollidaysburg, DuBois, Mifflin County, and Taylor Alderdice. So we will keep you guys updated on that as we move forward. And we are just about ready to start our second half here. DuBois leading Brookville here 35-0. Beavers defense will be going to work.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Winger does here with the 35-0 lead. It's obviously we got a running clock, the Mercy Rule running clock here in the second half. I'm guessing he's probably going to have his starters play 1 series in the second half and go from there.
Maybe two tops.
It's getting end of the year. We need to keep everybody. I'm not saying we're going to run the score up or anything by no means, but I think you want to keep your kids sharp, but also you want to keep them healthy at the end of the year.
Yep. Season is getting long, no doubt about it. Taken at the 20 as our second half is underway. Brought down by Avion Bell once again at the 29. We'll have that running clock going. 35-0 is your score.
And as our defense comes out right now, it looks like a little bit of a mix here of our first team and second team. Looks like up front, a little mix on our front line. Maybe a couple second team guys. Same thing at linebacker and defensive back.
Joey Rachetti, Nathaniel Clark, Adam Jeruzak, Maddox Clark is your front 4. Trips to the left here for Colgan. Quick throw over the middle intended for Freeman. Incomplete. Dalton Riesinger got a hand on an incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Dalton, usually our Mike linebacker. He's playing an outside position right there. I think it was the will position he was playing, if I remember correctly, of our defensive alignment. It's good to see him moved around. We have Tyler Hansley playing the Mike and Keegan Gregory.
Bingo.
Over at the Mike linebacker, or sort of the Sam side there, strong side.
Seth Wilmoth.
Aaron Eberle at safety.
Aaron Eberle are your safeties. Sansom Deep, Johnny Reed are your corners. Trips to the left here for Colgan. Gives it underneath. Has trouble taking the handoff, and he's whipped down for short gain, maybe no gain. Dalton Riesinger on the stop.
Yeah, good job there. Joey Rachetti, you did a good job setting the edge there, just making that string that out a little bit to the short side of the field, allowing Dalton Riesinger to come on and make the tackle.
3rd and 10 here. The clock will continue to roll on. Just getting started here. Second half action.
I like the move here by bringing Seth Wilmoth and Aaron Eberle at safety. It gets Jackson Hansley and Thatcher Hansley both off the field, save their legs a little bit more. No sense of doing anything stupid and making any injuries.
2 receivers each side. Quick throw over the middle. Picked off by Sansom Deeb. Coming the other way. He's rooted out of bounds by the big fella, Bobby Hack. That'll give the Beavers offense prime time field position. And looks like we will not see Trey Wingard led offense in the second half. Connor Perkins, the sophomore, will go to work here. 1st and 10 on the Raider 24. Primetime field position here.
Great job by Sammy D. reading that and picking that ball for 2nd interception of the game.
Looks like we got Nick Roman, Aaron Eberle, Nathan Kreiner, Avion Bell are your 4 receivers. Freshman Brock Fike checking into the backfield. Sophomore quarterback Connor Perkins, the signal caller. Trips to the right here. 1st and 10, they give it underneath the Fike coming left. He drives his legs across the 25 to the 22. Give him 3 on 1st down for the freshman.
And you'll probably see a lot of this, a lot of inside-outside zone runs here in the second half of the Beavers. Get these younger kids some action, probably maybe some screens for the quarterbacks.
Yep,
probably nothing downfield, just enough to get them some confidence, some safe throws. But yeah, I think you'll see more and more of this with the freshman Brock Fike, because you can speak highly of him on your JV squad.
Yep, having a very good JV season, leading that running back room. Trips to the right here. Once again, it's Fike cutting back right side, near 1st down yardage.
Nice jump cut by Fike there. So the hole was blocked. He jumps to his right there, picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, Maury on the stop. Didn't get quite as much as I thought, only about 2 yards on the cutback. So 3rd down and 5 upcoming for the Beavers. It's a big sophomore class on this DuBois football roster.
And that was the class that they were undefeated in junior high a couple years back. So expect some good things out of the Beavers moving forward over the next few years.
Trips to the right here on 3rd and 5.
The biggest thing is that they filling that quarterback position left void by Trey Wingard.
Connor Perkins rolls right, looking into the flat, intended for Kreiner, incomplete. Bring up 4th and 5 at the 20. Certainly in field goal range here for Maddox Barnes. Looks like the offense will stay on the field. And nope. Quick decision by Wingard. He will bring on the field goal unit. We're looking at about a 37-yard field goal attempt here from Maddox Barnes.
I like the call here. Not a high pressure situation for the freshman Maddox Barnes. Why not give him practice in a game situation, kicking field goals? Good call here.
Maddox Barnes 1 for 2 on the season. Hit in about a 32-yarder last week. So here we go. Maddox Barnes, good snap, good hold. There's plenty of leg on this one, and I believe it is right down Broadway. It is good. 7:41 remaining, 3rd quarter action. Your score, Beavers 38, Raiders 0. You're listening to DuBois High School football in Bigfoot Country.
Hi, my name is Lincoln, and the new man is my dad. Come in and see him for some new tires. They will look good on your car and keep you safe, too. He has lots of good brands to choose from, state inspections, and all kinds of service repair, and even undercoated. Don't wait until your car's inspections run out. Stop in and see my dad. He's the only Andy van on Route 322. Come on in and tell him Lincoln sent you.
Maddox Barnes connects on a 37-yard field goal, giving DuBois 3 more points on the evening. 38-0 is your score. 7:41 remaining on the clock. 3rd quarter action as the Beavers looking like they'll be well on their way to their 6th victory of this 2025 season, Chuck.
Yeah, they're doing a good job here, obviously, taking advantage of another Brookville turnover, get 3 points on the board with your basically your JV unit out there.
And that's what you'll see the rest of the way here. Lots of guys getting in the ball game on the DuBois side here this evening. Well in control here, just getting underway here, 3rd quarter. High short end over ender fielded at the 18, hitting it hard up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle, still going. Avion Bell in there once again, along with Tyler Hansley. We're going to need a name on number 7. Don't have one.
That's Householder. Householder for Brookville?
Householder?
Yeah, Cody Householder.
Awesome.
I would.
Good
Freshman.
deal. Seen him in a game. Phillips checks himself back into the backfield here. Brookville's working trips to the left here. 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. Alex Hansley, Nathan Clark, Keaton Kamatic.
The new DB.
And Feshik is your front 4 for DuBois. Up the middle we go with Phillips. Runs right into Kamatic. Short gain. Keegan Gregory in along with the stop as well. Give him 2. Will be 2nd down and 8 upcoming.
You also see Avion Bell in a corner and Ryan Shelley on the far side corner there as well.
A.J. Prouty checks into safety. We got Landon Yohe at outside linebacker. And Landon Schaefer checking in it into the middle with Keegan Gregory. There's your linebackers. Trips to the left here for Colgan. Up the middle once again with Phillips. Runs right into Gregory. Keeps his legs moving. Gregory makes a stop. Give him 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 here for the Raiders.
This is a group I like to see out here. My role a lot of times at practice is running the scout team defense against our first offense, and these are the kids that are out there, giving our first team offense a look of our next opponent, and they put the same time and effort in as everybody else does every week, and get beat up a lot in practice. But it's good to see them out and get some playing time.
Yep, well-earned PT here for the boys on the field in white, and I believe we got encroachment on the defense, and that'll give the Raiders a fresh set of downs. Move the ball up to the 46-yard line.
See number 9.
And 10. I believe that was Alex Hansley who jumped offsides.
See number 9, Colton Stubbs down the linebacker as well.
Yeah, Stubbsy getting some action there, outside linebacker. Trips to the left here for Colgan, working in the gun. Phillips sidecar to his right. Here's the snap. He's back, looking right. Now he steps up, facing some pressure. Now gets out of it. Can escape. I believe that's Hansley who wraps him down before he gets first down yardage. Give him 6 on first down. Good pursuit there by the DuBois rush.
Yeah, Alex Hansley's been a nice surprise for us. Not the nice surprise. We knew he was going to be a good ball player, but he's come up to the varsity side during practices. He's got a lot of reps this week at first team, second team offensive guard, and also does a lot on the scout team defense for us as well.
2nd and 4, just inside midfield on the DuBois 48. Trips to the left. Here's the snap. Colgan back, looking right, down, going for it all for Freeman. They're battling for it, and Avion Bell takes it from him. Takes it away from Freeman with the pick coming the other way. He's at the 30, getting blocked, still going. He's caught from behind. But, man, Freeman, I think, got to the ball first, and Avion Bell ripped it away from him. Little hand fighting going on.
There was a little hand fighting down there.
Avion Bell won it.
Avion's a scrapper. Avion's a scrapper. We saw him a couple weeks back. Against Carn City, came in. We had some injuries, and Johnny Reed got hurt. He came in a high leverage
game against Bradford as well.
High leverage situation on a 4th, and they were driving 4th and 8 and shut down the pass. So good for Avion Bell there.
So the DuBois offense back to work. We got some fresh faces in the ballgame. Chad Gerg checks in at quarterback. Your receivers, Logan Sallows, A.J. Prouty, Ryan Shelley, James Crabtree are your 4. Pressure coming. It's Brock Fike up the middle, working his way through traffic. Phillips is there for the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Again, you're going to see more of the same probably here in this drive. A lot of handoffs, inside zone, outside zone runs for the Beavers.
See here, we got Parker Billick, Nathan Clark, Alex Hansley, Kamatic, and let's see, right tackle. That is Zone Thomas at right tackle. Same 4 receivers on. Shelley, Crabtree, Prouty, and Sallows. Fike, sidecar right. And we got flags thrown, offsides against the Raiders.
Okay.
Still lined up, offsides. That'll take it to 2nd and 5 here for the Beavers. Clock's down to 4:15 to go. Third quarter action, 38-0 is your score. It's been all Beavers here.
Kind of got a stack formation here for the Beavers. I'm looking for maybe our shallow concept here.
Yeah, like to see the sophomores put it in the air a few times here. Showing pressure again. Gerg's back. Gerg looking. Evades left. He's going to dump it off in the flat. Has James Crabtree with plenty of room to run. He's working inside the 40-35. Crabtree breaks a tackle as he works his way down near the 30. Chop him down at the 31. 22 on the stop. Blake Sire on the stop.
And that was exactly what the Beavers ran there. You ran James Crabtree line up on that far receiver. The Z-Stud does that shallow cross underneath. Wide open as those linebackers dropped into coverage.
Anybody who says this guy don't know ball is sadly mistaken.
Been around this offense for a long time.
Fresh set of downs from Gerg to Crabtree. Sophomore to sophomore. Trips to the right here. Gerg in the gun with Landon Yowie. Sidecar left. Here's the snap. It's a high snap over the head of Gerg, and he just falls on it. Takes a shot.
Could Could have been a flag there.
Loss on the play. Wasn't an unnecessary hit, but
Gerg did the right thing.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Gerg did the right thing. Just following the ball. Live to play another down.
That's just young center. Alex Hansley. Yes, he's lineman. He's played line most of his football career to this point, but this is his first go-around at center really this season, so he's still filling out the position, and that ball gets back there quick, I will tell you that. Trips to the right here, a second and forever. Another high snap. That's going to roll back further away from the DuBois line of scrimmage, and we got third and we do a lot.
Third and a lot here, yeah. I don't know if that snap. I mean, it's come back hard, but it almost looks like Brookville's jumping there.
He needed a ladder
I don't know.
Get that shot.
Yeah.
He need a ladder and maybe a trampoline to bounce that ladder to get that thing. That thing was up there. 2:16 and counting. Third quarter action here.
Let's see if scoreboard operator Ron Young can figure this out. He has a 48. That's a math guy there for you right there.
My boy is good at math over here. I'm not even trying that. I can't count that high. Gerg working under center here, 2 receivers each side. He turns and hands to Yowie, trying to escape, but cannot as he's wrestled down in the backfield. Ball comes out. That was Rahala on the stop. Blew the play dead. Will bring up 4th down. We'll call 50.
We'll call it that, yeah.
Lost it 2.
4th and a long.
We got a late flag here now. So we'll see this. A couple unsportsmanlike on towards the Raiders.
It's Duff's a dead ball foul here.
And it is once again against Brookville. I believe Rahala was in the mix of the officials. Not sure if he got caught saying something or what, but another self-inflicted wound for the Raiders. It'll still be 4th and an eternity for the Beavers.
Gives punter Seth Wilmoth a little bit more room here, at least.
More room, yep. Flip field position here. Wilmoth on to punt.
It's the first time we've seen Wilmoth out the punt.
35.
Householder back there.
Thank you, sir.
Returned to punt for Brookville.
I do not have him on my roster. Householder. Had to forget that. Thanks, Chuck. More flags flying. Nope, they're just trading.
Just throwing it back to the umpire there.
Householder back deep. Good snap, fielded cleanly by Wilmoth. Gets it away, nearly blocked by Maury coming off that left edge. Avion Bell let it bounce further into DuBois territory, down at the 19. We're going to take a quick break here in our second half action. 1:21 to go, third quarter. Beavers 38, Raiders 0. You're listening to DuBois High School Football in the country.
DuBois Beavers Football is brought to you by Infused IV Bar. Stop in and see how Infused IV can help you become faster on and off the field. Midway Drive in DuBois, or check out all we offer at InfusedIVBar.com. And Bloom Electric Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning, providing sales and service to both residential and commercial businesses. When you call, we get moving. 814-375-0884. It's DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country. Let's go, Beavers.
Freshman quarterback Colton Hanna checks into the ball game, hands off to freshman Householder off the right side, 2 yards, 2nd and 8 upcoming. Now you're seeing some fresh faces in the game for the Raiders, as we alluded to before the second half kicked off, and as we expected here.
Yep. And sophomore Chase Perkins, number 4, checks in for DuBois at the left corner spot here.
Great to see that also for JV purposes. He's been out since week 2 of the season.
The Bulldog, he's affectionately known as.
The Bulldog. Lots of potential. You'll be hearing his name in the future as well. Quick screen out to the left side. Forced out of bounds by Seth Wilmoth. That's grit, Lawson Grit on the receiving end of that. Give them about 7. It'll be 3rd down 3 upcoming. Give them 8. 3rd down 2.
Yeah, Brookville, that quick screen once again. Get it out there to the receiver. Let him do something in space. Gets him to 3rd manageable here.
As we get under 10 to go, third quarter, and we will take it to the end of our third quarter with your score, Beavers 38, Raiders 0. You're listening to DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beaver Football is brought to you by DeLulo Transport and DT Auto Glass Windshield Repair and Replacement for all vehicles, including medium and heavy-duty trucks. 349 DuBois Street, or visit DeLuloTransport.com. And Caleri's Bakery. Get an Italian sub platter for your next game or gang get-together. And, of course, that famous Caleri's bread. Totally homemade, baked fresh on bricks for a taste no other bread can match. Caleri's Bakery, DuBois Street, DuBois. It's DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country. Let's go, Beavers.
DuBois Beavers Football is brought to you by the Greater DuBois Area Chamber of Commerce, serving 14 municipalities to make life better. Proud to support all of our local businesses and our area youth athletes, too. DuBois Drug and Wellness, your community, your health, your pharmacy. Proud to support the DuBois Beavers and People's Auto Body in Reynoldsville. Here for all your collision repair needs and accepts all insurances. It's DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country. Let's go, Beavers!
Fourth quarter getting underway here. Brookville Junior Senior High School with the Beavers on top, 38-0 here. Trips to the right here on 3rd and 2. It's Hannah. He gives up the middle. Good penetration and stop zone. Thomas got there first along with Parker Billy. Going to bring up 4th down and 4. Loss of 2 on the play.
Good job. Those are two young linemen I think you coach, and I think we'll see them in the future as we move forward.
There as well.
Those
Absolutely.
2 in the middle, yep.
You can throw Jackson Feshik in that mix as well out there on the football field right now. Talked about Alex Hansley. Like Ray said, loaded sophomore group. Lots of talent, lots of potential in that group. And we got a timeout taken on the field by Brookville, and we will take one as well. 11:26 to go, fourth quarter. Beavers on top here, 38-0. You're listening to DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beavers Football is brought to you by Andy Mann's Car Care. Stop and see Andy for state inspections, repair and service, and name brand tires too. Route 322 in Reynoldsville. Tri-County Performance, your local dealer of Western snowplows. Proud to support DuBois High School Football and all youth athletics. And Hoffer Realty Associates, your real estate center for the DuBois area, serving DuBois, Treasure Lake, and surrounding areas. It's DuBois High School Football in Bigfoot Country. Let's go, Beavers!
4th and 3 for the Raiders. Freeman's on in punt formation. A.J. Prouty looks like he's going back to receive this punt. Beavers on top, 38-0 here. Running clock in this second half.
There's another thing that goes unnoticed for our team this year, our special teams unit. I know we've had probably, 5-6 touchdowns returned on special teams.
Also coached by Paul Butler.
Paul Butler, I was going to give him credit for it. Paul puts a lot of effort in special teams and does a great job with them each and every week. As does Coach Steiner. Helps him out in that.
Good snap. Good kicks away. Fielded by Prouty at the 30. Stumbles, brings it left, and he's going to be dropped quickly by a few Raiders. I believe that was Maury who got there first. So another fresh set of downs for this Beaver offense.
And McKinney make the stop.
We'll see another thing, too. DuBois does have another quarterback on this roster, junior Seth Wilmoth, who's handling the punting duties this year and plays safety as well. But he cannot play quarterback this year due to, I believe, an elbow.
He's been
preseason that he had in the summer playing baseball.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown since like heat acclimation, and I practice yesterday. They said he's 5 more weeks, which I thought, that's kind of hinders his progress as a quarterback. But he's there every day at practice, learning, getting better. Does a great job at safety, and he does a great job punting for us right now as well.
2 receivers each side here. Looks like Avion Bell, Gregory to the right. They're going to hand off to Chance Anyadai coming left, and he's stuffed up the middle. Solid gain of 3.
Anyadai, the ball carrier.
Chance Anyadai getting some action in the backfield. Sophomore running back. As Brock Fike checks back in.
Yeah, I think you're going to see probably those 2 shuffling it out. As well, I think he's hurt. Briggs, Michael Briggs.
Michael Briggs.
Michael Briggs is hurt, so he's going to be in there at all.
Just going to mention Briggs, also a young man with a lot of promise. He runs very hard. He is a tough tackle, that young man. Very good linebacker as well. Just a freshman. Be calling his name as well moving forward. 2nd and 7. Here's a snap. Perkins going to put it in the air. It's Brock Fike off left side. He's got room to run. First down yardage. Brought down at the 45. And a fresh set of downs for the Beavers. Little screen play. Connor Perkins to Brock Fike.
Nice little play there. That's our slow screen, RF back. Our receiver did a good job. I was watching our receivers in that play. They ran all go routes, took the defensive back out of the play there, and left it wide open for Brock Fike once he got downfield.
Trips to the right here on 1st and 10. Connor Perkins, sophomore quarterback, running the offense. Avion Bell, Chase Perkins, Keegan Gregory, Nick Roman, lone to the left. They give it to Yowie, left side. And we got
Bell jumped off.
Yeah, someone was lined up off sides in the Beavers' backfield. It'll be 1st and 15 with 9:30 remaining in our contest here in Brookville.
Avion Bell just got a little too heavy in the top of his stance there and just kind of fell over the line of scrimmage there. Get the offsides call.
Offsides against DuBois. First down 15 from the 40.
35 first half points put up by Trey Wingard and his offense. Taking control of this one here in Brookville. Just 3 points here off the leg of Maddox Barnes here. DuBois working near midfield. Yowie takes the handoff, getting to the outside. Upended by Phillips. Just a gain of about 2 or 3